Hello guys, welcome back to 1878 Blues. This is an unbelievable feeling I've not had in a very long time. Everton have just beaten the league leaders, Arsenal 1-0. At a scoreline I predicted, I said, and you know what? Every corner going in the box, or just in the terms of the way the game is going, I'm not even lying, I swear to God, throughout it I was going, why do I feel like this is Tarkowski's big day? And it is. And it's for Burnley, it's for Dyche. I think even McNeil got the assist in the corner. It's just unbelievable scenes. Whoever thought Burnley would have come and helped us? Um, just an unbelievable game of football. In terms of we did everything that we've been missing. Obviously, again we know the lack of quality up front is worrying. But if you get it through the season, stay up. That's something we really, really need to address. We can't have a forward line like this any longer in terms of quality, in terms of goals, producing and whatnot. And I couldn't really, it's hard to do that today because Arsenal's got the best defence in the league, so I can't really slate them too much. I think all the players worked their socks off today. I've never seen Michalenko defend like he defended today. Tarkowski and Cody solid. Coleman, just his old battling self. You always think, and even including me, I always think Coleman is just gone. There's stages in seasons where I'm like, the man needs to leave. He is done. He's done out of here. That's it. It's his time to find a new challenge or retire. But he has performed like he was 23 again. It was unbelievable. Onana, first time my first time, I'm gonna say, wow about him. Absolutely wow. I could see things in him, but there was just I always thought he had this lackadaisical way about him, and it just wasn't suited for the Premier League. But then I was obviously giving him time as well in my head, going, he's 21, he's just coming to a new league, into a horrible kind of situation at the club. And the fact he's gone and stayed, he's put that statement out on Instagram. Well, not really a statement, but just saying he's here to stay. Um, Even pointing it out at the end of the match. He's pointing down at the ground. His fight and his ability to get away from tight situations, drive with the ball, his tackling, which I know was his biggest strength. Um, just unbelievable, and a warrior in the midfield today. And that's not crediting at all Iwobi and just Agana Gay and Decore. I thought Decore had a bit of a slow start, but he gradually got into it, and he showed what he was about when we first signed him. Just Agana Gay, probably his best game in that Everton shirt since he's come back to me. Absolutely instrumental in that midfield. Um, Reading when a loose ball potentially could happen. Just he had this split second. He was a split second faster than all the Arsenal midfielders in terms of when possession was lost and whatnot. Um, McNeil ran his absolute socks off. Just seeing at the end of an interview with Tarkowski, he stated that he's been in and out of the team. It's been difficult for him, and maybe his confidence has been affected by that. Maybe he has read the comments he's seen online, but it shows with hard work, like Dicey said, hard work will get you points, will get you to win games. If you work harder than the other team, you will win games. So brilliant performance by McNeil. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I thought he had a really good 60 minutes, to be honest, his best since he's come back. I think his hold-up play looked improved, or he was just kind of a quick second sharper than he normally is, but not enough for him to score a goal today. But I thought his overall play, he was just aggressive, physical, which he should be. And he absolutely did his job today. I don't think he could have done any more but score. And the players come on as well. Great Mopay, wind up. Arsenal fans hate him. I know Arsenal fan TV do, so I'm going to be watching it after here. Actually, I'm going to go to work soon, so this could be a quickish kind of reaction. But yeah, Mopay, just a pain in the arse, and he's just running around like a little dog, a little chihuahua off a lead. And yeah, he was what we needed when we come on, even though I did feel like we lost that physicality when pumping balls up forward, obviously because he hasn't got the same attributes or same stature as Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't think we made any more changes, didn't we? So the whole team, Pickford as well, didn't have much to do, but he made an important save from Trossard. Done his little time wasting again, which, listen, people might slate him for, but everyone does it. Every team does it. Um, I was actually worried he was going to carry it on and get a red card. I was like, calm down. But yeah, Arsenal today, I can't just slate Arsenal. They played well in periods where they're passing the ball. Like, it's just such a much better team. You can tell, regardless of the result today, Arsenal are so better at everything they're doing. And they've conceded through a set piece, which we looked dangerous all day. And I think Arsenal potentially should have done better in some of the situations. But in terms of on the ball, they do look different class. They swifted around like a Liverpool last year or the year before, and Man City time and time again every season. They are playing like them in terms of attack and play. They made a few changes themselves to try and change the game, but yeah, first half I'd say, yeah, obviously coming with a new manager bounce and a new manager and the crowd pumped up for it and whatnot, all the protests before the game. Obviously the crowd was riled up. It always is anyway, most of the time for a big game. And we got at them and Arsenal had their nice period to play, but I think Everton I'll say Everton, not all over them in the first 30 minutes, but just every time we seem to get the ball, there seemed to be nervousness from the Arsenal side. And we just got at them. I think we just stuck in their faces, the pressure was high. A few chances there and there. Dominic Calvert-Lewin missed a header just wide, I think that was just before half time. Onana breaking down on the left, fantastic ball. Well, he couldn't have done any more, to be honest. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I think he got a touch, but just didn't. Unfortunately, diverted back of the net. Which I'm saying about his sharpness. I think another few games, maybe he will be getting on the end of them crosses. Trying to think of other chances, but yeah, just getting that Arsenal in their faces, not giving them any time, even though they was good in terms of some of the tight pockets they got out of. But there was always a loose ball coming. We latched onto it and we tried to make something from it. But it's still, regardless, not disregarding Everton's attack and play in a sense, because we know it's not good enough in terms of quality. There isn't enough there. There's no player who can beat a man. I thought, to be honest, after half time, I thought this game's crying out for Damari Gray. I just think we needed someone a bit different in terms of attack and play. Arsenal started to grow into the game at the end of the first half. A few chances there and there. Not really testing the goalkeeper, but just getting close. I think they had a goal line cleared off. Cody cleared the ball off the line through Saka's volley, which is brilliant. Pickford as well beaten. And yeah, that was it for the first half. And then we come out the second half. It got a bit, not quiet, I wouldn't say, with the crowd, but just a bit of tenseness with Arsenal just picking around, playing quite nicely. Arsenal do tend to come behind and win games, score a lot of goals in the second half. So there was that worry there. And I think we just did the same again. Just a bit more, less pressure. I think it's took it out on us in the first half. Was consistently running around. The fitness levels would have been at a very high peak at that point. And I think we just did the same, kept at them, frustrate them. They had a few chances there and there. Trossard chance. Ketia was getting in into the out of the box. I can't really know too many, to be honest. Also had a lot of shots going over the bar as well. That was near enough the end of the game. Frustration. Zinchenko with a couple. And yeah, there's a corner which comes in, like I said, we've been quite dangerous all day with them. Arsenal never really dealt with them properly. And like I said just before, I had a feeling Tarkowski was going to score. I just thought to myself, I never bet, but if I did bet, I'd probably put him on to score. But I don't really want to bet anything against Everton right now with the way this season's going. But yeah, Tarkowski got into the back post and a free header into the corner. Unbelievable scenes. Yeah, and after that, it was just mostly Arsenal, then and us trying to counter-attack. And it was very stressful the last half an hour. I can't even describe it. Actually, 38 minutes. A long end to the game, but I think we thoroughly deserved it. Arsenal had a few penalty shouts. Well, there was a thing where I think Saliba fell into just a Ghana guy, and then they were saying, oh, there could be the VAR there. Mopé might have tripped him up, and from the angle they were showing me, it just looked like Mopé tripped him up. I was like, oh my god, what has he done? Why have you done something stupid like that? I get aggressive, trying to win the ball and whatnot, but you've got to be careful when in and around the box. Mopé's a bit of a hothead, all fired up, has some agenda against Arsenal, and I just thought he's just done something absolutely stupid. And then apparently, I think he banged into Mopé, and then Mopé obviously turned, and Saliba fell over. So that was a relief. Then there was another VAR check, but after all that, and a lot of brilliant defending, a fight. There's a moment in the game where Onana just made me jump out of my bed and just punch the air, or do a quick uppercut on the floor. I don't even know. Where he takes the ball, he fights for it, he loses it, he wins it back, he does this little dribble, goes out for a throw in, and he just screams at the crowd and starts pumping his chest and stuff, or whatever he did. I was hyped. I was like, come on, this is what we need. This is the fight. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I've not experienced that type of win since the end of last season. And the most, like, it sounds crazy, but the challenge is not just today. Obviously, it's the perfect way to have, losing today wouldn't have helped, but it's great to get that win off the start for Dyche. I think now we all know how to win a game for Everton in terms of, yes, he knows how to do it anyway, but I don't think he realised the magnitude of the crowd pushing him on, how much it helps them. And now there is a belief. When you win a game like that against the leaders, and Arsenal always seem to find a way. They even took Odegaard off, which is not a normal situation to happen. They find a way. And yeah, I think the challenge now is, can we do this against, I wouldn't say smaller opposition, because we're kind of in and about that right now, but teams who are in and around us, can we win games like that with the same intensity, the same passion from the crowd, which they shouldn't always have to perform like that. That felt like a cup final. We shouldn't always have to be like that. But in this occasion we do, and I think, 17 cup finals to go now. Just get a little streak of wins, do all the hard work, and just get away from that rot, and then just start focusing on what can you achieve at the end of the season. But no, it's on to the next game. Liverpool is not. I mean, if you're going to say to me we're going to win that game, yeah, I've got a different opinion on that. But we'll have to. We'll do a match preview for that. But the most important thing is we've got at least something from these two games today, and then obviously the Liverpool game. We'll see what happens, but it's kind of like a free hit, that one, to be honest. But yeah, the other VAR situation I think was as well, or a moment, Zinchenko with bust up with Mopé. Very expected, to be honest, and we've made Arsenal team not scored a goal, conceded one as well, and never looked like scoring in the sense if he was a neutral, just didn't look like they had it in them. Nketiah had a chance in the first half as well, blasted over. That was probably their best chance. He should have been calm and collected, which he has been, and finished that off. But Arsenal fans packing. It's some things happen in a season like this. I'm just glad we're the ones who did it to them. And Zinchenko going home crying as well. So it's been a good day. And I'm going to work now. I'll upload this. And I'll see you all soon. Up the Toffees. Never thought I'll say that again this season. But see you later.